Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever been caught in a conversation that turned into a full-blown argument, then today's book summary is definitely for you. The next conversation, Argue Less, Talk More by Jefferson Fisher, is all about improving your communication skills. Whether you're in a heated debate, trying to make a point, or just trying to get along with someone. So if you're ready to stop arguing and start connecting, let's dive right in. Section 1. Introduction to the book. In his book, Jefferson Fisher, a trial lawyer and communication expert, shows us how to take our conversations from chaotic to productive with one simple idea. Argue less, talk more. And the best part? This isn't just about what you say, but how you say it. He breaks down the process into three powerful steps: control, confidence, and connection. Let's explore each one of these in more detail. Section 2. Say it with control. The first step in Fisher's framework is say it with control. This is where most of us go wrong. Emotions can run wild during a conversation, especially when we're feeling defensive, angry, or misunderstood. Fisher suggests that before you speak, take a moment to control your emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing what you feel, but rather being mindful of how you express it. Instead of jumping into a response immediately, pause, take a breath, and think. This gives you the space to avoid saying something in the heat of the moment that you might regret later. Fisher's advice is simple but profound. Control the situation, control your emotions, and you'll get a much more productive outcome. Section 3. Say it with confidence. Next up, say it with confidence. Now, confidence is crucial in any conversation, and Fisher emphasizes that we often undermine ourselves by speaking too passively or second-guessing our words. When you speak confidently, people are more likely to listen and respect your perspective. Confidence doesn't mean being arrogant or dominating the conversation, but it's about owning your message. If you know your point and believe in it, say it with conviction. Fisher offers a ton of tips on how to build this kind of confidence, including using direct language, avoiding filler words, and making sure your body language aligns with what you're saying. Section 4. Say it to connect. Finally, the last step is say it to connect. This is my personal favorite part of the book because it's all about empathy and understanding. Communication isn't just about getting your point across, it's about creating real connections with the other person. Fisher reminds us that the best conversations are those where both parties feel heard and valued. So instead of just waiting for your turn to talk, focus on really listening to the other person. Responding with empathy and showing genuine interest in their point of view can completely transform a discussion. Section 5. Practical phrases and tools. Now you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how do I actually apply this in real life? Well, don't worry. Fisher includes a ton of practical phrases and tools that you can use in any conversation. From diffusing tension to asserting yourself in tricky situations, he gives you concrete examples to make these strategies work for you. Whether you're dealing with a difficult boss, trying to have a tough conversation with a friend, or even negotiating in business, Fisher's got you covered with ready-to-use phrases that can help you communicate better immediately. Section 6. My personal opinion. Now here's my personal take on the next conversation. I absolutely loved it. As someone who has been in both professional and personal conversations where things quickly escalated, this book was like a breath of fresh air. Fisher's approach is not just about winning the conversation, it's about connecting. It's about creating dialogue that leads to understanding, not conflict. His tips on controlling emotions and speaking with confidence are powerful, and the emphasis on empathy really resonated with me. I think what makes this book stand out is that it's practical. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're tools you can start using today. Whether it's a simple conversation with a colleague or a big, important discussion with your partner, the next conversation gives you the framework to communicate in a way that actually builds bridges instead of walls. So if you're tired of endless arguments and you want to start having conversations that are more productive, less stressful, and more meaningful, I highly recommend checking out The Next Conversation by Jefferson Fisher. It's an absolute game changer in how we approach communication in our everyday lives. If you enjoyed this summary, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more book summaries, and don't forget to drop a comment telling me about your favorite communication tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.